start the stream, and then we'll do a little recap of last week, and we'll get it all sorted. So it looks like Cornet F1's not racing. Looks like there's been some changes as well.
Yeah, Cornet's dropped down to reserve. Henry Rogers has taken his seat. And we've got Sam Spaniel has taken Zandvoort's full-time seat.
Alright, well, you know all of that, so you can just mention that on the broadcast, I reckon.
Okay.
So I think they're waiting Dace.
Yeah, Dace is having issues.
Dace. Yeah, and Kelly Robb. Fucking hell, there's heaps of stuff going on in this other league as well that I'm in, Australian League. What are they doing up at fucking 7:15 on a Sunday morning if they're not racing? Idiots. Alright, yeah, I don't. I'll start last. Oh, so Cornet could race if he wanted to. If he can be a reserve. Why does he want to race? He's good in this league.
I don't know, to be fair.
Yeah, he's kind of a bit... Yeah, he's committed to SFR, but not as much to Nemesis. But anyway.
No. Yeah.
That's up to Cornet. Alright, we'll just wait for him to figure it out and then we'll start the stream, because I don't want us to just be like, you know, talking shit for 5 minutes.
I do enough of that on my notebook.
On your what, sorry? On your moped?
Notebook.
Oh no, dude, the notebook is good, man. The notebook is really fucking good. And I think that's quite, everyone gives it good reviews, so no, it's very good. Don't talk down the notebook. Notebook is good. Mark of Kenya is testing me this morning. That fucking flag, I didn't know what that was. I had to Google that.
Lithuania, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm not that great with all the European nations, so should be alright.
You wouldn't really have it. It's quite a confusing one, that one, actually.
Yeah, I don't see the Lithuania flag that often in my day-to-day life. So what's the one with the red background and the white cross? Is that it's like
that's Swiss.
Swiss. All right. So
he's German Swiss as well.
Okay. I see Mr. Woods was going to the... Oh, here we go. We're going to start up. All right. Let me get the broadcast going. What's going on in your background? Oh, hang on. Stop.
Was it my mic playing up?
Yeah, no, it's okay. Alright, what are we? What round are we? Round 10?
Oh, I'll confirm that for you.
I think it is.
Wrong Discord.
Season 3?
Yeah, round 10. Yeah, season 3.
Round 10. Alright, here we go. Let's do this. Alright, welcome to Season 3, Round 10 of the Nemesis Racing League tonight, or today, depending on where you are in the world. We're in Spa, so the magnificent Spa circuit, just a hop, skip and a jump away from Holland, so a lot of Dutch drivers, this is pretty much as their... Oh, well, I don't know if we're going to Zandvoort this season, so this is as good as they're going to get for their home Grand Prix this season of Nemesis Racing League. I'd like to welcome not just the manager of the Switchback Racing League, but also the star of the notebook. If you've not seen it, do yourself a favour, get on YouTube and have a look. Van Rocco, my man Van Rocco, how are you this morning? This evening where you are?
It's an evening, yeah, I'm good. Thanks for the talk-up.
My pleasure. It's well deserved, and like I said, if you haven't seen it, definitely worth checking out. So let's talk a little bit about last week while they get going. So last week we were in France, so it wasn't a bad race actually. Started off with a wet quali. Cornet dominated quali in the McLaren, but doesn't look like he's racing tonight, so I think there's been some changes. We'll get Van Rocco to update us on that very shortly. Had a bit of a surprise packet, so FedEx runner came out of nowhere to qualify P2 last week. The week before that was his first week in the league where he qualified P17, so that was quite a jump for him, and then he was actually able to convert it into race pace where he finished P6 as well. So it was a good result from FedEx runner. Callie Robb cut it a little bit fine in qualifying, managed to get up there as well in P4. What else in the race? Kachow tossed the caber. Ted Wardo, Dace had a bit of an incident on the first lap. Poor old tossed the caber had a bit of a rough race last week as well. We had a few guys in different cars. It was a good battle between Toss and Delta as well. It was a great drive from Kelly Robb as well, who finished P2 last week with Cornet taking the win, and Honesy finishing up on P3 on the last step of the podium. As far as championship results and whatnot goes, it's Honesy who is still in the lead at the moment. So I can't. Oh, he is out there today. Yeah, that's great. So who do we have? Honesy on 135 points in the Ferrari, followed by AlphaTauri of Stein on 20 points. Domi Lee on 92 in third. Then it's Kachow on 85. Cornet on 75. Last week's race winner. Stuart Little had a really rough week last week, so he didn't really change. I don't think he got any points last week. 55. Then Mark Kenya on 51. Zandvoort and the other AlphaTauri on 45. Exotic in the Williams on 41. And then Mr. Consistency, Ben Smith. Guy just accumulates points every week. So very, very, very consistent driver. He's in P10 of the championship. And then the Constructors' Championship, we're looking at, it's AlphaTauri still on top at the moment. They're 167 points, followed by Ferrari and Red Bull, both tied on 137. Williams 128, McLaren 108, then it's, Mercedes 108, McLaren 88, Renault 86, Alpha 41, Racing Point 23, and Haas on 23 as well. Alright, so that takes care of all the admin-y side of stuff. Let's talk a little bit about Spa. It's a 20-turn circuit. We're going to do 20 laps tonight. It's 7.044 kilometres. So this track has a little bit of history in the Nemesis Racing League. You've raced here in the Nemesis Racing League, Van Rocco. How's it been for you in the past?
I love Spa, but I'm not very good at it. It's such a technical track.
Okay, yeah, I'm a massive fan of it. It's on my bucket list of tracks to visit.
Oh, big time. Me and Delta were hopefully going to go last year, and now we were going to go this year, but I don't think it's going to happen this year, so it'll probably be year after.
Yeah, might be a little bit difficult. As we see, Mr. Wooch goes top of the table so far at 1:45. World record time online, 1:37.8. So we'll see how close the guys can get there today. So just a little bit of history about the circuit. So I think this was one of the 3 tracks to host a race in all 3 seasons of the NRL. So along with Hungaroring and Canada as well. So I think there was the first one Yeah, so the first race in NRL history was hosted at this circuit, actually. So Joe Nathan, I've not seen that name before. He won the race and only 4 cars finished. So let's hope that we get more than 4 cars finished tonight. Last season, the Belgian Grand Prix was hosted what was arguably the best race of the season. A rain-soaked safety car restart 2 laps from the end, causing chaos. So it'd be nice if we get that tonight. We can sit back and watch it and they can all deal with it. But yeah, hopefully it produces some exciting racing. So any predictions tonight, Van Rocco?
Well, I think FedEx Runner is going to be strong. Steinzap got the fastest time in the practice session, which I was a part of just a minute ago.
Okay. I did see that.
Honesy didn't turn up to that, so he might have turned up late, but I don't think he put any times in. Kachow obviously is going to be up there with the front runner, and Exotic had a good qualifying here last year. He took out Stein at Eau Rouge last year, but he had a good qualifying session.
Excellent.
So yeah, I think they're and Stuart Little looked pretty quick in the practice session just a second ago, so yeah, I think it's going to be the same old really. Kachow, Cornet, Stein, Exotic, half the field really. Half the field could win a race in this league. It's pretty competitive.
Well, it does have the habit of providing good racing around this track as well. So as we're just on board with Cornet, who I think is about to set a time. So far we've got a few times coming through. We obviously do the full qualifying. As you see, Cornet lay down a 1:42.3. We do the full qualifying in Nemesis Racing League if this is your first time watching. So what was I going to say? Yeah, so Cornet 1:42.3, Henry Rogers 1:42.9, and Yurtis a 1:42. Good to see Yurtis up there. So he had a good quality last week. I think he's yet to score any points this season, so that's a good start for him at the moment. Let's see where Honesy is. So Honesy has a teammate this week of FedEx Runner. So last week FedEx Runner was in the Williams. What was the update again, Van Rocco? We were talking earlier before we started the broadcast. What was the change? I think, was it Sam Spaniel was going to join a teammate? I can't remember.
So Zandvoort has dropped out as a full-time driver in Alpha.
Yep.
Hang on just a second, they are restarting the lobby.
Oh, right.
There's been a bit of backwards and forwards in the Discord, which I've been just keeping an eye on, hence why I've been a bit quiet.
Yeah.
There's been a bit of a mix-up with regards to reserve drivers, so they're going to be restarting the lobby. Dace is going to be joining, and Callie Rob's going to be joining.
Okay, cool.
So we'll wait for further instructions.
Alright. Well, that's the first time that's ever happened. Well, since I've joined anyway, so we'll have to wait for the invites to come out.
Yeah.
These things happen, you know, so
it's a fully dry qualifying and a fully dry race. So it should they should keep that as in the new lobby.
Yep. All right. Well, we just gave all our good stuff, Van Rocco. We're just going to have to wait now.
So we can talk rubbish for the next 5 minutes while the lobby gets set up.
Tell us about the excellent Van Rocco's notebook that you've been putting together. It's great stuff. It's what has been some of your thoughts on it so far? Some of the feedback you've received. How's it all going?
Yeah, it's been good feedback actually.
Yeah.
It started off just as a random video for a season preview, and Delta didn't have time to edit it, so it literally just sent it out with me sat in the van talking rubbish. And then I asked him just to put a few graphics on, and he literally did what he did, basically, and turned it into this masterpiece that it is. And it's just gone on from there. So we've got
the production values that he adds to it are quite phenomenal, I think.
Fantastic, aren't they?
Yeah, I was actually speaking to him last night before I went to bed, and he said that he does training videos for an airline. He didn't specify which airline, and I wouldn't want to out him or anything like that. But apparently that's what he sort of does. He does like training videos.
Yeah.
So, that video production stuff is
I met him 13 years ago.
Okay.
And we were cabin crew for quite a while, and he became a trainer. And then he became a training standards manager, and he's just recently got a job doing the video editing. So he's got all the kit at home, so it's fallen into place quite nicely.
Very nice. Well, he does a bloody great job of it. So I'd imagine that his training videos would be just as good as what he produces for the Notebook and for the Switchback Formula Racing League as well. And if you haven't checked that out, if you're watching and you're wondering, you can check it out on the Nemesis Racing League. Looks like the invite has come through. Sorry, not the Nemesis Racing League, Nemesis Racing League Network. Yes. Are you still with me, Ben Rocco?
Yes, I'm here. Can you still hear me?
Yeah. Just
Perfect.
making sure.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to jump into the new lobby. Okay. The production values that he adds to it and all that sort of stuff is fantastic. And by the looks of it, the feedback that I've seen you receive have been pretty good. I think you just need to change the track. So we'll just have to wait for everyone to work it all out.
Yeah, we settled on the features that we've got now. I think are going to stay. We're not going to add anything in for a little while. Let it settle down. Yeah.
You got to get good at what you do. You don't want to be changing it too often. You want to sort of solidify the good stuff, and then you can sort of add little bits and pieces in here and there as you go. So. Alright, so hopefully he changes the track, because it's on Australia at the moment.
So how far are you from the Melbourne track?
Just a hop, skip and a jump, so I can hear them when they're racing.
Wow.
So, and in the mornings, they do like the two-seater.
Okay, yeah.
So that like screams around the circuit, and they do that super early, like 7 a.m. So you usually get a 7 a.m. wake-up call with the V10 screaming around the Albert Park track. So that's pretty cool. And
I was going to say, there's worse things to be woken up by.
Yeah, definitely. And then a place that I used to live was on the 9th floor, and we can see the when they do the jets and the flyovers and all that sort of stuff happen too. So. Yeah, I think when the last time I was there, a couple of years, the last race they had, I was there. The one where Daniel Ricciardo lost his front wing on the before the first turn. I was able to ride my push bike there, so it's a good little spot. It's nice and close, which is good. Hopefully we get it up and running this year.
I hope so. It's one of my favourite tracks, actually. I really like it.
Yeah, it's a good track it's actually, like, in terms of facilities, in terms of location and everything, it's actually pretty good. So I've always wanted to. Have you been to the British Grand Prix?
I haven't. It's so expensive.
Okay.
It's ridiculous.
Really? How expensive?
I think I worked it out for a 3-day ticket, 3 days camping, transfers to and from the circuit, was going to work out at about £1,100 I think.
Oh god, that's like $5,000 Australian just about.
For a decent seat as well. That's a grandstand seat as well.
Oh,
but
wow.
it wasn't even the best grandstand seat.
Wow. Okay. Well, it's in the middle of an airstrip, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you got to camp out there. There's no. Wow. Okay. Well, that's why it's I guess sort of it's for someone like me coming from overseas, you don't mind spending that much money, but for a local, like, living in the UK, that's why you don't go every year. Yeah, no, that's a bit disappointing.
But Stuart Little's just confirmed that it's £200 for a Sunday ticket.
£200 for a grandstand ticket?
Just for a Sunday.
£200.
Just on a Sunday, yeah.
Oh my God.
But if I was doing it,
wow.
I'd want to do the whole weekend.
Yeah, I usually go the Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Usually do the 3 days if I can get the Friday off work, but always the Saturday, Sunday. I like to do just general admission, so you can walk around the track. I take my camera with me as well, and I like to do a bit of photography there as well. So, and it's always a good vibe at the track as well. But yeah, £1,100. That's yeah, that's a fair chunk of change. So I can see why people don't go every year. I think for a Sunday ticket, it's about $100 general admission.
Okay, so what's that? That's like 40 quid there, then, isn't it?
Yeah, for you guys, that's like chump change. So yeah, it's about $100 for a Sunday ticket. That's just general admission. If you want it, you can do like all the different types of like all the like grandstand packages and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, just depends on how much you want to spend.
Not that
and how
much.
Many, yeah, and also how many of the lanyards. Have you seen all the people with all the lanyards that they walk around? It's almost like that determines how important you are, is how many lanyards you have hanging around your neck as well.
Yep. Losers. But I would definitely have one if I could afford it.
Yeah, wouldn't we all? Alright, so it looks like we've got some impatient drivers. We're playing the ready up game at the moment.
It's short qualifying.
Short qualifying. Okay, cool. Alright, so we've obviously, because we started it a little bit, looks like Ben Smith's helping his dad with remote PC connection. Delta Lima looks like he's, I don't know if he is or he isn't. We'll see. Alright. Oh, so we're going to do the short qualifying because people have got other stuff after race. That's fair enough.
And we have, this would technically be, we'll be starting Q3 in about 5 minutes anyway, so
yeah,
we'll pretty much be on time.
So we'll keep on schedule. Yeah, because I know a lot of guys obviously race in multiple leagues. So that's good. That's a good little audible that's being called there. What's on in the background there, Van Rocco? What are you listening to or watching?
I think it's the wife. She's watching something.
Mrs. Van Rocco.
Yeah.
I have to admit, I like the notebook from the house rather than from the van.
Yeah, Delta said that as well. He said I've got to keep doing it now.
People who do. Yeah, I've never liked people who do those videos in cars. It's weird. Alright, so
we still haven't got a full grid.
Oh, we've got 19. So, looks like
it's Callie Robb that we're waiting for. Let me scroll up a little bit.
Yeah. Where are we? So we've got three guys coming out at the moment. I think it was Cornet was in there in the first one, and then he's left. All right, so we've got a few guys coming out. That's the Williams of FedEx. Sorry, the Haas of FedEx Runner and
Williams of Kachow
in the Williams. All right, cool. All right, so we're looking at. What have we got here? So, what have we got? Oh, softs. All right, so I'd say it's probably going to be a soft, medium strategy. It's 22 laps. I'd say, yeah, the soft medium probably going to be the best strategy. We say 22 laps, but it's such a long circuit. It's over 90 seconds. It's a 20-turn circuit, so we'll see how the strategy plays out, but I'd expect the softs generally last between 8 to 10 laps, your mediums between 12 to 14, and your hards 18 to 20 laps. So we'll see we'll see how the strategies play out, but I'd be expecting the soft medium
Yeah.
as we're on. That would be, I'd say, the most logical. I don't think we'll see the hards.
The hards will only come out with a first lap, for the first lap incident, won't they? You could probably take the hards to the end of the race from lap 1, lap 2.
Yeah, so, I was going to say, the hards will last anywhere between 18 to 20 laps, depending on your tyre management and how nice you are to them. So, and it looks like we've got pretty much a full track almost out there at the moment. We've only got 4 or 5 guys in the pits at the moment.
Well, Mark of Kenya won't go out until 2 minutes left to go anyway. So
that is, yeah. Well, we'll have to see what his strategy is, because yes, he does leave it quite late, rocking the flag of Lithuania this week. It was Estonia last week. He's staying with that sort of Eastern European kind of flavour at the moment. So FedEx runner heading up through Eau Rouge and through Radion up the Camel Straight. I do love how like pretty much every turn has a name. It's something that's lost on all the modern tracks that the F1s go to these days.
And even the corner that doesn't have a name has a name.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. Alright.
That's a horrible corner. Probably one of the hardest corner on the track.
Yeah, you're always sort of judging whether you go and drop it into first just shortly, just briefly, and then get a bit of just turn the car and then get it around back into second. So we'll see if FedEx runner can keep the pace that he had from last week, where he did qualify, was P2. So we'll see if he is able to continue that. Henry Rogers, I don't know much about Henry Rogers. Do you know much about Henry Rogers?
He is Dommy's friend.
Right, okay.
I think he joined the Discord this week.
Yeah, I think I've seen his name on there a few times.
And he raced in F2 last night and got disqualified from both.
Okay. Yep. Alright, we'll have to see.
And that's all I know.
Okay.
Kachow has invalidated his lap.
Yeah, I see FedEx runner's gone to 142.7, so that was in line with, as we see Yurtis go to 146.0. Where else? And so we'll have to I'll do my best to keep up with everyone at the moment. Is that Will Ann's out there? So he's in Sector 1. So it's the other McLaren. So Henry Rogers goes to 143.3. Is that 1 around here? Yeah, here he comes. Here's 1.
Delta is just about to put a time in. And he does a 44.2.
Oh, very nice. Okay, so that's good enough for P4 at the moment. We're on board. Ted Bordeaux's invalidated his lap. What about Dommy Lee? He's coming around Sector 2 at the moment. But his teammate, Tiny Darthspike, he's almost about to finish his lap. So, yeah, point scoring machine, Tiny Darthspike. So, very, very consistent. He had a DNF in Australia in round 1. But since then has scored points every week. So we'll see if he can continue his streak.
Wow.
With that time he was at 142.3. All right. So
nicely done.
He means business today. That's going to put him in a good position to continue his point scoring run. We've got Will Ann's qualified P11 last week. What does he serve up for us today? It's a 143.1. Alright, so that's not a bad time from Will Ann's. Stuart, they're both the... Oh, no, Michael Kenya's in there. Oh, I was going to say, I was looking for Stuart Little, and he just sets a lap of a 142.8. That's Mr. Wood. He's on his cool-down lap.
Toss is coming round, just getting to the last corner now.
Alright, we'll jump. Oh, he's got a new helmet this week. Toss. So before we analyse the helmet though, let's have a look. Oh, hey, the new helmet is good for 142. So I don't mind the look of that. That looks all right. Toss the Caber. Maybe a change of helmet will bring a change of luck. We'll have to wait and see. So Here's
Holmesy's
Holmesy.
just
He's at,
yeah.
Yeah, he's
Great
our
minds.
championship leader. He's on the medium. Yeah, he's on the mediums at the moment. There's yellow
It's going to
flags
be
everywhere.
competitive.
Sector 1. Yeah, 142.7. Is that Ted Wardo coming across the line? He goes P11. Okay, who else do we have out there? There's the Ferrari of Dace. He's about to begin his outlap. Looks like Yurtis in the racing point in Sector 2, just out of Puon. He's pulled over somewhere. What's he doing? I think he's just letting some people past. Yeah, alright. Doing the right thing. Good job, Yurtis. Oh, was that a spinner? Or was that... No, I think that was just Will Ants just getting out of the way of everyone.
Stein is just about to cross the line. Oh no, he's not. He's an outlap. Don't worry.
Yeah. Yep. Alright, fair few guys on outlaps at the moment. And cool down laps too. So it's a bit of a mixture. We've got 10 minutes left. Did a bit of a statistical analysis on Ted Wardo during the week as we ride on board with Stein. So he's about to head through Eau Rouge. Let's see how he takes it. Yeah, flat. Pretty smooth. Talk about point scoring machines. Like this guy as well is just absolutely... He's obviously second in the Drivers' Championship at the moment. But his qualifying performance has been, extremely solid. Along with him, Honesy, Dommy Lee, really solid. But yeah, the statistical analysis of Ted Wardo during the week, I'm predicting for him, he's had like a really kind of wild season. We were going to get together, have a chat about it, but we couldn't quite work schedules and time zones and all that sort of stuff out. I'll get back to that in a minute, but we've got Dace TG. He's about to come across the line. He is going to set a 142.5, so that's good enough for P4 at the moment. So Dace TG is really coming to his own in the second half of this season, as we see Stein sets a purple Sector 2 at the moment. So race 1 winner, Stein, as he approaches the bus stop chicane. Let's see what time he can set. It's almost a 142 flat is pole at the moment. He goes a 142.2, so that's good enough for P4. So just a quick refresh. It's Toss the Cable on provisional pole at the moment. It's FedEx Runner in P2, sorry, Dommy Lee in P3, Stein in P4, Tiny Darts Bike P5, Dace and Honesy in the Ferraris, Yurtis, good result for him, Stuart Little in 9th, and good to see Will Ends in the top 10 as well. What about Kachow? Oh, he's just starting his lap at the moment, okay. We might ride on board with him. Yeah, so I did a bit of a statistical analysis of Ted Wardo. Average qualifying position is 10th. His best qualifying position is 8th. He's done that 3 times. He's appeared in Q3 3 times as well. So he has good qualifying. And then the race, he's finished 5th twice. His average finishing position is 11th. So the last 3 rounds have been round 9 he finished 10th, 8th he finished 13th, and round 7 he was 14th. But then the 2 rounds before that, 5 and 6, he was 9th and 5th. So he's had a few. In I think it was round 7 in Silverstone, he had a pretty rough. He had I think someone spun right in front of him and took him out. So we'll see how Ted Wardo goes. He's looking at probably around qualifying P10 and finishing 11th. He's currently P19 at the moment. So we'll keep an eye on him today and we'll see how he goes. But we'll stick with Kachow for now.
I'm on board with Delta Lima just behind.
Yep.
Line astern.
Alright, so you see Kachow goes P3, 142.1. What about Delta Lima?
43.6, so he went hard. He went 5 tenths faster, but P18.
Okay.
It's
yeah, it's competitive. It's a 1.5 seconds is covering the whole field at the moment, so very, very competitive. Looks like Kelly Robb's in the session. We've got 6 minutes left, so he's going to have enough time to set his time.
the only worry with me with this is we had an issue last week in SFR with the week before. It was Zandvoort the week before. He joined halfway through qualified second, but got sent to the back, so it could be the same for Kelly Robb tonight.
Oh, or was it an invalidated lap? I can't remember, but yeah, because Zandvoort then finished, what did he finish, like P2 that race?
Yes, he went from qualified second, went to the back, and then went to the front.
All right,
back to front.
We'll keep an eye on it, and we'll see how he goes. What's Henry Rogers doing? Oh, Henry, no, he's cool down lap at the moment. That's the other AlphaTauri. Oh, FedEx runner was disqualified from the session.
Oh wow. Okay.
That's pretty big because and he's gone down to 20th as well. I thought he was up there.
He was. Let me check the race director.
As Mr. Woot is heading into the pits.
He was driving the wrong way.
Oh, okay, that's not good. That's definitely disqualifying behaviour. As we see, Ted Wardo's having another run at a hot lap here. Can't improve his time of a 1:43.4, so he's still down in 15th position. His teammate, though, he has invalidated his lap. Okay.
Tommy Lee's backed out and he's going again.
Kelly Robb has invalidated his lap as well. Just having, so Tommy Lee backed out of his, you said? Yep. Okay, so he's going to have to go all the way around again. That's one of the drawbacks of this circuit, is because it is so long that if you do make a mistake, it can hurt you a fair bit. Will Ands
this is just starting a new lap.
Yeah, I think Dace and Will, looks like Will's going to try and follow Dace around on a lap. They're both beginning a fast lap at the moment. So the track's gone a little bit quiet as we have just over 3.5 minutes left. It's Toss the Caber, Chow, Henry Rogers, Dommy Lee, Stein, Tiny Dart Spike, Dace, Honesy, Marky Kenya and Yurtis is our top 10. So you see Stuart Little up there in P11.
He was 2/10 up in his first sector and he is half a second up, so at the minute he's in a 42.3, so P6.
We'll ride on board with him as he comes through Blanchimont. He's in the signature yellow and green helmet, and he's in the regular Mercedes, so he's sitting in the championship at the moment. He's about P7 as we see him cross the line in a 1:42.3. So you were spot on the money there, Van Rocco. P6 is good enough for Stuart Little at the moment as we have 2.5 minutes left. I think I saw Mr. Woot coming out there. Alright, we're getting to the business end, so Toss the Caber has come out again as well. How are these two going? Dace and Will Ands almost at the end of their lap at the moment.
Dace is getting a nice slipstream off Juan.
Yeah, from Juan, yep.
Oh, well done Juan, well done.
Yeah, that was good driving from Juan there. Looks like Will dropped off from behind Dace as well.
So Dace was minimally up and he got a nice toe down that straight, so he's going to be,
Ooh, he's P7, 1:42.3. What about Will? Oh, no, I don't think he was able to improve his time. I think that's Toss the Caber still on his out lap at the moment. Let's see. In the other half. There we go. That's Delta Lima. So I'm just trying to work out where everyone is at the moment and who's on a fast lap and who's not. So Mr. Woot's on an out lap. We've got 1.5 minutes left. So we'll just have to wait for them to start filtering in. I think that's Stein. I'll get whoever's first in the queue. Yep, alright. So that's Stein. I think Kelly Robb is still trying to set a time. Yeah, this lap's validated. This is a valid lap at the moment. This is his last chance. This is his last chance to set a qualifying time. In the plain white helmet for Kelly Robb. I don't mind it. Oh no, he's not going to set a time. Alright, I should have looked at that. I did that last week as well. What about Mark Kenya? He's on an out lap. Stuart Little's coming in. What about Stein? This is Stein, so he's P5 at the moment. Here goes P1 with a 1:41.7.
Wow. So
the Dutchman pulls it out at the last second. Henry Rogers is on an out lap. He's going to get... Oh no, 1:41.1, but I think it might have been invalidated. What about... This is that's the Ferrari of Honesy. We've got 20 seconds left, so everyone's in the queue to get in.
Callie Robb's on a 29.9 first sector.
Oh, Dace, no good for Dace at the moment. Tony Darspike on an out lap. I think this is... Well, Toster Caber is about to finish. So Toster Caber's gone up. He's 0.2 faster than his previous best lap. So that new helmet is working. I like it. I really, really like it. I like the orange. And
whoa, that is close.
He goes a 1 foot or 500ths of a second, I think it is. So off pole position. So Stein still has his hands on pole at the moment. What can Exotic do? He's in P12 at the moment. His lap has been invalidated. Is that Kelly Robb coming around? No, that must be Mr. Wood. He's gone into the pits. So this is Kelly Robb though. He's on, looking like it's not a bad one at the moment as he comes up to the final chicane. What does he have? He goes, hasn't set a time yet, but he goes a 1:41.8. So that's good enough for P3 at the moment. Domi Lee is just crossed the line, a 1:42.2.
Kachow is a 10.5 up.
Ted Wardo's finished 16th, yet it's 12th. Where are we? Yep, Kachow. Oh, he's a 10th up, yep. So he goes P4. Honesy's in the pits. Dace is finishing up. What about Juan? Are you finishing up, Juan? You are. You're not going to better your time with that. And we're just waiting on Tiny Darspike's the last one out there. No, he's not going to set a time with that one. Where are you, Mark?
P6. 1:42.2.
Nice. All right, so Exotic is out and FedEx. So I think that's it. I think that is our qualifying session done. So it looks like it's Stein with a 1:41.731 and Toster Caber a 1:41.781. So very, very close at the top. And then Kelly Robb with a 1:41.809. So we'll wait and see. It's very, very close at the top. We'll wait and see what happens with Kelly Robb if he gets put back down to the bottom for entering qualifying late. We'll just have to wait and see. There's some shenanigans going on there between Kelly Robb and Domi Lee. But yeah, so it's Stein, Toster Caber, Kelly Robb, Kachow, Henry Rogers, Mark Kenya, Domi Lee, and a few others. We'll wait and see again. So not a bad qualifying session, the shorter qualifying session that we don't normally do in the Nemesis Racing League, but we obviously had the issue with the first lobby. So
Honesy's my shout at the minute. P11.
Oh yeah, he did
fresh
that the
medium
other week,
fresh medium tyres. He's going to be strong at the end of the race.
Yeah, everyone's qualified on the softs except Honesy. We'll see if the Kelly Robb position stands. At the moment, it looks like it does, but we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, that could screw Honesy up actually.
Yeah, if he moves into P10. Yeah, we'll have to.
But then he's still qualified on the medium, so he'll be fine.
Yeah, he's still. Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, so he'll be fine. He did do this. I can't remember if it was this league or another league, where he qualified P11 and then he finished. Yeah, he did this in the Silverstone. He qualified P12 and then finished P4. So and I think he did something similar in the Switchback Formula Racing League as well.
His qualifying form's not been great recently.
Yeah, I have noticed that. He has had a bit of a dip. He's not sort of missed Q3. He missed Q3 a couple of rounds ago. Last week he was on pole. And then the week before that, round 7 in Budapest, he was P2. So he tends to qualify quite well in this league, but then in Switchback, he's not as consistent. So he's had a pole position here as well. So he's in Nemesis Racing League, he's had 3 pole positions: Australia, Austria, and France. So he's got good qualifying form here, but yeah, Switchback it's a little bit different. All right. So we'll wait for everyone to get started. We're 25 seconds away. Looking forward to this one. It's a good race. It looks nice and competitive, which is good. So yeah, hopefully we get a good race. I think you said it was going to be dry. Is that right?
Dry, yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. I'll see if I can pull up some statistics from the fabulous Dommy Lee, who provides them every week on the Discord. So I'm just looking for, I think it's like when they positions gained. Here we go. Yeah, so last week most positions gained on the first lap was Mark of Kenya was 5. So Mark of Kenya, he's in P5 at the moment, so he's had a good qualifying session. He can be a bit hit and miss in quali sometimes, so good to see him up there. Stuart Little, Mr. Wook the week before in Silverstone, he made up 5. Pump on Purpose, he hasn't raced for a little bit now. Exotic, so we've got some guys there that... Kelly Rob's gone down to P20.
I just saw that.
Yep. Alright, so we'll keep an eye on him. We'll see if he can make his way through the field. So that moves Honesy up into P10, but like you pointed out, that's not going to make a difference for him at the moment. And then FedEx Runner as well. So we'll keep an eye on both of those guys, because FedEx Runner started on the mediums as well.
Okay.
So Will Ann's Exotic have started on the mediums too. Mr. Woot and Delta Lima are both on the hard. So we have a little bit of tyre strategy happening in the lower half of the field at the moment. So we'll see how that pans out at the moment. Yeah, definitely keep an eye on FedEx Runner and Kelly Robb. I think
I'll be following from the back.
Excellent.
Take my usual position up at the back of the grid. I'm used to it.
Don't be so hard on yourself, Ben Rocco. And 100. What did you do this week? 113 odd laps of Singapore for
in one night.
Night.
Yeah, in one night,
mate.
I've done over 200.
That isn't it. You should know that track back to front tomorrow night.
That's the plan.
No excuses. No excuses. I don't think I've even done 113 laps all up. Oh, who was that? Oh, Tosakaba and Kachow. What's happening?
I think they've
no.
come to blows.
Yeah, all right. We'll have to see what happens with that after the race. But they're just on the grid. Okay. Well, it's that towards the end of the lap, so that shouldn't hurt tyre temperatures too much. So as we're just waiting for Kelly Robb to come out the back there. So we've got a good camera angle at the front. We can actually see the lights this week. That always makes a bit of a difference. But yeah, Toss the Caber and Kachow both on there. This will be a good battle at the front actually with especially these first 3 fast guys. Alright, so it's Season 3, Round 10, Nemesis Racing League. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. Ooh, held him for a while, but let's go racing. So we've got Stein had a good start. Looks like Tosta Cabo coming up there. Henry Rogers has got a good start coming into turn one. Kachow. Domi Lee's moved up. Someone's dropped down. I think, is it Mark and Kenya? Mark and Kenya's dropped down a few positions as well. They've all managed to get through turn one. They're up through Air Rouge now. Oh no, that was Mark and Kenya. Mark and Kenya spun up the top. Oh no, he's looks like he doesn't have any damage though, so he's gone down to P20. He spun at Radion. I think he might have even got a touch from behind. Tosta Caber's in P2 at the moment. We've got a yellow flag, but we don't have a safety car.
And look at Cali Rob.
He's already into P12.
He's just made it overtake a P11 as well.
Alright, he's right in the thick of it. Honesy is about to overtake, he's trying to go around the outside of Exotic, but he couldn't quite do that there as they head through Puon. Alright, so we've still got all 20 runners going, which is good. Kelly Rob's moved up into P11. What about at the front here? Oh, Yurtis takes
Exotic.
one.
What happened to Exotic?
Exotic's out?
No, he's lost two. He's lost 3 positions.
Oh, okay, yeah. Kelly Rob's up to P9 now, so I'm on board with Exotic now. He is trying to take Ted Wardo. Mr. Woots retired from the session. Oh, Honesy and FedEx Runner going at it as well. Will Anstis gets a time penalty.
3 wide into the bus stop.
Oh, it's all happening right now. This is Honesy and Will Ans touched through the bus stop as well. So Exotics managed to get
and
out
Toss has got the lead.
That. All right.
Oh, it's been a spin. Domi Lee.
Henry Rogers. Oh no, Domi Lee. Oh no, Tiny Dart. Was it Tiny Dart spike? I don't think it was a spin. Oh, Stein. It was Stein. Stein's down to P17. Stein has dropped down to P17. As Tiny Darspike trying to make a move on Domi Lee up the Camel Straight. One's dropped down as well. Honesy in swap positions with Yurtis.
All the timings are messed up on mine. I've got Stein's up as P1.
I've got Stein as P16 on my
He is at the back though.
moment.
On the map, he's at the back.
Yeah, he's coming through Lacombe at the moment. So yeah, he's down in P16. But yeah, it looks like Toss is... The new helmet is working a treat for Toss. He should have done this weeks ago. Kelly Robb has moved up into P8. FedEx Runner's in P10 at the moment. He's just overtaken Ted Wardo, who's moved down into P11. Yurtis is right behind him at the moment. So FedEx Runner on the mediums is working his way up through the field very nicely. Kelly Robb, he's looking to take Dace TG now. He's P7. So he's absolutely flying at the moment, Kelly Robb, coming from P20. Domi Lee. Oh, he's out. He's spun. Domi Lee spun. Where is that? That's is around. It is too, yes. So does he have any damage? Can't see yet. Looks like he does.
Yeah.
He
Half
does.
A front wing
front
missing.
wing. Front wing end plate on the right hand side is missing. So he's all the way down in P17 at the moment. So. Oh, that's bad luck for Domi Lee there.
So I'm guessing a hard tyre. Yeah. Oh, I was unsure about that.
Ooh. Yep, so we're watching. I'm on board with Dace at the moment. Oh, at the front though, Henry Rogers is making a move up the Camel Straight on Tosta Caba. Touches him slightly, doesn't make a difference though. He's going to try and go down the inside. Yeah, we've got to change to the lead. So it's Henry Rogers. Just takes Tosta Caba for the lead as they head through up through Lacombe there. So it's Henry Rogers now. Tosta Caba. Oh, we've got a virtual safety car. So is that Sam Spaniel? Not too sure who's caused the virtual safety car. One.
Yeti has just got a penalty. They're hitting Exotic, I think.
Alright, so it might have been one looks like he's out. One and Mr. Woot are out. So that's disappointing for those two. Yeah, Yurtis drive-through penalty, speeding under the virtual safety car. So it looks like we're back up and running. So up the front, it's Henry Rogers from Toss the Caber, Kichow. Stuart Little's in P4, Tiny Darspike P5. Dace is P6, Kelly Roll. Oh no, Henry Rogers! He's hit the wall! He's hit the wall. That was coming up through Blanchimont. So he's just got it loose and he's hit the wall. He's got damage to his front wing. He's going to have to pit. Wow, that was a big mistake. So that's moved. He was flying too. So that's moved Toss the Caber into P1. Kichow still following really closely to him. So that's going to be a good battle. But that's really bad luck for Henry Rogers. That was... yeah, just coming through out of Stavelo and what do they call it, Corte or whatever it is. All right. So that was yeah. We've had a few incidents already. We're only lap 4 of 22.
So Delta is making a pit stop. Is that a drive? Is that a drive-through?
That might. It looks like it is. Yeah.
That's a shame.
Henry Rogers has gone in the pits, so. What's he going to go on to? We'll see. He's going to go on to the hards. Yeah.
No, medium.
Like
oh, no, it is hard. It is hard.
They're hard.
That's the sun. People were complaining about the sun.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah,
so, Honesy's got a penalty already. That's very unusual to see Honesy get a penalty.
FedEx is hounding Honesy as well.
Yeah, I'm just with Kelly Robb at the moment. Go back to... Yeah, so they're both on the mediums, these two. So, Tiny Darspike spun around as well. He's taking out Dace TG.
Oh, no.
So that was coming through Pooh. Kelly Robb's in there as well. Oh, no. So, those three have all dropped down. Toss the Caber has got a 3-second penalty too. So, we've got flags in Sector 2. We don't have a virtual safety car. Or do we? I don't think we do, no. Alright, so this has worked out well for Tiny Darspike. He's in P7. FedEx runner's moved himself up into P6. Honesy's in P5 now, but he has the penalty. Toss has a penalty as well. And Kichow and Stuart Little in P2, P3, as well as Exotic, don't have penalties, and neither does FedEx runner either. So, and can Kichow make a charge for P1 on Toss the Caber? So not too sure what happened with that lot there. As we see Mark of Kenya, he moves up, he's in P10. So he started P5, he's down in P10 at the moment. And Kichow is going to get the tow and the DRS up the Camel Straight, so he's going to take Toss the Caber for P1. So we're going to have a new race leader, and he does. He gets it done nice and easy up the Camel Straight with the DRS wide open. So that moves Kichow into P1, Toss the Caber is in P2, and now Stuart Little's on the back of this. So it's the top three at the front are in there, sort of just a little race of their own at the moment. Exotic is 5 seconds off this top three. So these three just got their private battle going on at the moment, while the rest of them from Exotic onwards are all sort of fairly bunched together a little bit at the moment. It's another sort of group of three of Exotic, Honesy, and that's FedEx runner in there as well. Oh, all right. We've had a fair bit going on for the first 5 laps.
And
so it looks like
Stuart's done Toss.
Yeah. So he's taken him through there. That was just coming out of Stavelo. So Toss has dropped down into P3 at the moment. And it looks like Kichow is gapping them at the moment too. He's already opened up a 1.8 second gap there. Can Toss fight back through the bus stop chicane?
The more these two fight, the better it is for Kichow as well.
Yeah, he's been in some good form lately as well, Kichow. So not surprising at all to see him up there. As we see Stein, he moved past Will Ans for P8. Oh, Will Ans gets a very big tank slapper at the back there. He's in P9, so good to see Will Ans in a point scoring position at the moment. Honesy is now on the back of Exotic as they come up through Eau Rouge and through the
Toss
com there.
has got the DRS and the overtake done.
Yeah, we're watching Honesy's doing the exact same thing at the moment as they're coming up through the Camel Straight into the com. And Honesy has moved his way up into P4 at the moment. So Honesy in the
And
Ferrari, our
FedEx
championship
behind
leader.
Exotic. Little contact there.
I'm on board with him now at the moment as well. So this is another private little battle. Oh, can he make a move? Can't overtake him through Puon. He can usually make up a little bit of ground, and it looks like he has though.
He's looking for overtake number 14 today as FedEx runner.
Oh, I like the stat. I like the stat there, Rocco. All right. Here we go. So we'll stay with this one. Stuart Little. Oh, Stuart Little and Toss the Caber coming up through Blanchimont heading into the bus stop chicane. Stuart Little's all over him, but no, couldn't find a way around. So Toss the Caber's been able to retain that. Now FedEx runner, he had the same deal again, but he couldn't get past Exotic. So Honesy is just sort of scooting away a little bit from these two at the moment. So FedEx runner will want to get past Exotic as soon as he can. We'll watch for some passes up the Kemmel Straight again, because we've got Stuart Little, who's in DRS range for Toss the Caber coming up the Kemmel Straight.
Stuart has picked up a penalty.
Yeah, he's got the DRS wide open. He's going to pass Toss, and he moves back into P2 at the moment. And FedEx runner is doing the same thing to Exotic, so he moves up into P5 at the moment. So poor old Toss keeps on getting overtaken up the Kemmel Straight, and looks like Stein has put the move on Tiny Darspike, whose teammate Dommy Lee is currently in P18 at the moment, so that's a disaster for him for this race. He's P3 in the championship. The top 4 runners though all have 3-second time penalties. The next 3 though, FedEx runner, Exotic and Stein, all don't have penalties. So we'll have to wait and see after the race how that shakes out. But that could play a part in deciding the podium at this stage. I'm absolutely loving Toss the Caber's helmet this week. The colours are just sensational, and it's doing himself. I don't know, it's maybe giving him a couple of tenths, because we saw last week in France he didn't have the best of days, but he's going super well today in P3, and he did really well last week in the Switchback Formula Racing League. He was P2 or P3 last week, I believe, on the podium anyway, and we watch him pit. So that's relatively early. It's lap 8. But we'll see what he's going to go on to now.
It could work out good for him though, because the obviously him and Stuart are just fighting backwards and forwards overtakes down the Kemmel. So if he can just get some clear air, this could work out well for him. Yeah, it's a nice helmet. It's the first time I've seen it actually.
Yeah, he usually goes with the Michael Schumacher red one, but it's a new one. I'm loving it. It looks fantastic. So he
Stein is also in the
seat.
box.
We've got a few guys pitting now. Tiny Darspike, Mark of Kenya as well. Not too sure. Mark of Kenya had that spin, didn't he? So, because he started P5.
Delta and Henry Rogers side by side up to turn 1, and Delta backs out. No, Henry Rogers backs out.
Yeah, Dace is just right on the back of them as well. Mark of Kenya comes out of the pit lane too. So he comes to join this battle straight away. I'll stay with Henry Rogers here as he goes up through Eau Rouge, through Lacombe. He's going to get the DRS on the back straight, and I reckon that'll make easy work of Delta Lima, who's on the hard tyre as well. And he moves up into P12. So Tiny Darspike is the next one on the list for Henry Rogers. Surprisingly, there's a lot of penalties already. This is, like I know tracks like Austria, we can get penalties really easy, but I would have thought, and FedEx runner, speaking of penalties, he gets one as well, a 3-second penalty. So I would have thought Belgium doesn't really lend itself that much to penalties. But as we see Mark of Kenya making a move. Oh, was that was through Puon, I believe. So he takes and it was Dace gets a time penalty as well. So Mark of Kenya moves up into P14. Delta Lima's in P15.
And Callie Roberts right behind him.
Yeah, I was about to say he's coming under attack now from Callie Robb, and we've got some guys in the pit. I thought there might have been a move on track. We'll go back to Callie Robb. So we're lap 9. We're almost at the halfway mark. Stuart Little and Kachow are both in the pits at the moment. Pit lane total time 22.4 seconds is from entry, stop, and exit for the total. As we see, Kelly Robb can't get... Oh, Delta Lima has a big brake lock up there. Will Ans gets a time penalty. Welcome to the party with that. I dare say Kelly Robb will probably be able to overtake Delta Lima up the Camel Straight. As we see Ted Watto, he's started to pit. So we're starting to see some pit stops now at the moment. The top four haven't pitted. Speaking of the top four, it is Honesy, FedEx Runner, Exotic, and Will Ans. Oh, good to see Will Ans up there. I know he hasn't pitted yet, but staying competitive as we're watching on board with Kelly Robb at the moment as he takes Delta Lima for P14. So he had the DRS wide open there.
The early pit stop worked out for Toss because he is only one second behind Kachow now, and he was about 3 or 4 earlier. So that undercut's helped him.
Yep, so good strategic move there by Toss, and I think you were absolutely spot on. He was in the, he was getting overtaken on the Camel Straight with the DRS, so
and he's gapped Stuart. He's got a 3-second gap to Stuart Little now as well, so that's helped him massively. Yeah, it looks like it's 2.6 seconds, almost 3. It's increasing bit by bit at the moment as we're just with Dace. He's looking to take Marky Kenya. These are two fast guys. Marky Kenya and Dace, these are two fast guys, but they just, like, in the race, I'm not too sure. Obviously, I don't see every lap of all their races. As you see Ted Wardo pick up a time penalty, but both fast drivers, but doesn't always correlate into a race finish. So Marky Kenya, we've seen, has been a good qualifier. Head to Toss the Kiba. Will Ans is head to Toss the Caber. Will Ans is holding up Kachow at the minute down the Camel Straight. They were all very slow.
Yeah, it's working out perfect for Toss now. So Kachow's just taken Will.
Oh, but he's not close enough.
No, but I think he will take him. Will's on the older tyres as well. So I think he started on the mediums. So that's going to... oh, yes, he's just let Toss past. All right, good driving from Will Ans. He knew that he was going to get overtaken. He got out of the way and got it done early, so good for him.
Yellow flag. No, Will's got a problem. Will spun. Will's backwards.
Oh, no. Maybe those tyres were going off. We're on lap 10. Oh, he's got damage. He's hit something. Where is he? He was just coming out of...
He was at No Name.
Brussels. Yeah. He's got damage. Front left wing damage. All right, what have we got at the front? So Honesy, our championship leader, started P10, is currently P1 at the moment, yet to pit though. FedEx Runner, he's a second behind him at the moment.
I'm going to stick my neck out and I'm going to say it's going to be one of Honesy or FedEx Runner to win the race today.
Oh, all right, we'll hold you to that. So Honesy or FedEx Runner. Stein takes Will as well, so... Marky Kenya, a 3-second time penalty. Yeah, Will Ans. I'm just trying to look for some of the closer battles on the track. So, yeah, Kelly Robb and Dace TG. FedEx Runner gets a 3-second time penalty. What's happened to Sam Spaniel? He's spun. Where's that? That's at campus. So, has he got any damage? Doesn't look like it.
Oh, he's spun again.
He does now. He does now. Yeah. So he's hit. That was coming into Corb. I think it's Corb Pour Ferrer or whatever it is. My Belgium's not that great.
I tell you what, the commentator's curse is real, isn't it?
Yeah, I actually did commentate a race for another league in Belgium this year, and I was on the leader, and I was just sort of we see FedEx Runner running a little bit wide there as he's coming through Pouon, and I was giving him a rap, and he spun it out of the lead as well. So,
no.
Yeah, commentator's curse is real. I don't mean it at all, but sometimes you kind of hope it works if it helps spice up the race, but in this case, definitely not. So, I think Kelly Robb's overtaken Dace TG, so he's good enough for P11 at the moment. Exotic, Stein, Kelly Robb, Delta Lima, Domi Lee and Sam Spank. Oh, just as I said that, Domi Lee gets a penalty. I was going to say those guys all don't have penalties at the moment, but Domi Lee just joined in. So yeah, we'll see what difference that makes after the race. Who we got? So now we're going to have to just wait and see now when Holmes is going to pit. What was it? It's 22.4 seconds is the gap. Is the total time, total pit lane time.
It should be this lap, shouldn't it, really?
Well, we're lap 12, so that's the windows. He's right in the window now for medium runners. Usually 12 to 14 laps you can get out of the medium tyre here. So yeah, it's imminent, pretty much. I think the FedEx runner's on the FedEx runner. Yeah, so FedEx runner, Exotic, and Honesy.
Another 3-second time penalty for Holmesy.
Very unusual for him to get penalties, time-second penalties. So, as we see, Will Ans and Yurtis. So Stuart Little gets another penalty as well. Dommy Lee's right behind these two. He's had a rough day, Dommy Lee. Mark of Kenya and Kelly Robb swap positions. I think Dommy Lee's probably going to get Will Ans up the Camel Straight with the DRS. We'll just ride on board with them for now. And we'll keep an eye at the front, though, for Honesy. FedEx runner gets another penalty. Oh, Dommy Lee can't get past Will, so he's able to hold him off. All right, so these are three fast drivers right here. Kelly Robb, Mark of Kenya and Dace. Nice little group that we've got here. This is pretty much our closest battle on the circuit at the moment as we tick over lap 12 and 22. So we're over the halfway mark of, well, we've ticked over lap 13 now. As Honesy, is he gone around again? I think he has, yeah. So they've all gone around again, so not pitting yet. This is going to work out well for Toss the Caber. Toss the Caber and Stuart Little stopped. Yes, he has. So Toss the Caber, Stuart Little and Stein as well. This is good for Stein because for the championship he can pull a little bit further away from Dommy Lee, because it's looking like Dommy Lee's not going to score points today at this stage. He's P16 at the moment.
Going to have a look at Will into the bus stop though, I think. Will's taken the defensive inside line. He can hang it around the outside. Oh, he goes inside. That's close. Yeah. That
was good defending by Will, though. That was good, solid, fair, hard defending. But Dommy
he's in a good position now.
Yeah, so we'll see if he gets the DRS. We'll stay with this battle for now. Oh, now Mark of Kenya and Kelly Robb going at it. Where's that? That is, where are these guys? Oh, yeah, that was just through the com. Yeah, this is a good little three-way battle that we've got going on here.
Yellow flag,
FedEx runner has gone off. So that was through campus. So he has gone off. Oh, did he hit the wall? Does he have damage? He's got damage. He has damage. All right, so FedEx runner, he is going to have to pit. That is a very bad situation for him to be in.
Dommy and Will were at it.
Mark of Kenya's out. I don't know where he is, but he's out. He is up through just out of Brussels. We'll see Delta Lima on board. Oh, yeah, he's out. So he's crashed. So he's out. Mark of Kenya out. Oh, and they're pitting. All right, so Honesy and Exotic have pitted. So Honesy's gone onto the soft tyres. Oh, yeah, that'll be all right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the soft tyres. Exotic's on the soft as well. Sorry, I was just a bit confused there for a second. Stein's on the hards. FedEx runners had to pick for that new wing as well, and that has put now. As we see Kelly Robb, he takes Dace TG. So I wonder if it was Dace, Kelly Robb, and Mark of Kenya were all running together. So I wonder if there was an incident between those three that forced Mark of Kenya out. But we've got three DNFs, Mark of Kenya 1 and Mr. Woot. And it looking like now all the stops are done. Yep, Dommy Lee's had 3 stops today. Sam Spaniel's had 2. So it's looking like at this stage...
And look at Tiny Darspike again, P7.
Yeah, see, just a point scoring machine. So it's Kachow leading Toss the K-Bar, Stuart Little. There's only 6/10 behind Toss, so this will be a good battle until the end. Then it's Honesy in P4 after his pit stop. He's going to be on the soft tyre. So he's only 3 seconds behind these two at the moment. And then it's Exotic. He's on the soft tyre as well. So he's about 7 seconds behind Honesy. So we'll see if they... But those two, Exotic and Stein, don't have any penalties. Neither does Cully Robb, so that could work out well for him. He's 4.6 seconds behind Henry Rogers, who I know has got at least one penalty. I don't know how many he does have, though. So we'll have
6 seconds.
See. 6 seconds, okay. So Cully Robb's already up a position as it is. So we'll have to see how that all eventuates after the race. But this will be the fight to the finish now between Stuart Little and Toss the K-Bar, and we can already see Honesy is closing in on them already. So he was just in the background there of the last shot that we saw heading up the Camel Straight, and we can see him coming through Lacombe as well. So this is going to be good, and he's actually making up quite a lot of ground on them already. He's less than 2.5 seconds behind them. So we'll wait until he gets in DRS position. So just scanning through the field. We'll step away from this for a second. So Cully, Robb and Dace have been together for most of the race this week. They're down in P9, P10. All right, let's see how Honesy is going at the moment. So he can see them. They're not far ahead. This is looking good for the Dutchman. And he's set a purple faster sector as well. So sector 2, he's gone purple. So he's on the right tyre at the right time. I haven't seen much gains from Exotic though, who went onto the soft tyre too. So we'll see if he can make some gains. Oh, Stuart Little's right up close there to Toss the K-Bar as they come through the bus stop chicane, and they begin lap 16. Honesy sets a 1:44.2, fastest lap of the race.
He's made up 2 seconds
so
on Conchow in a lap and a half.
He is absolutely flying at the moment. So what was your prediction, Honesy or FedEx Runner?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, FedEx Runner is not going to win. you got half your bets out, but Honesy, I'd say Honesy is an absolutely ripping chance to get on the podium at least, P2. I don't know if he'll be able to catch Kachow though.
That'll be a stretch.
Yeah.
He has to hope that Toss and Stewart. He has to make light work of Toss and Stewart, basically.
Yeah. Well, with the Camel Straight, that can happen. So we've seen Toss get overtaken a few times up the Camel Straight, but these three that we have together, they're all pretty fast drivers. We know Honesy is. He's the championship leader at the moment, but Toss the K-Bar and Stuart Little can certainly hold their own. So we'll see what sort of fight they put up. But Honesy is absolutely closing them down, hand over fist. He's right on the back of them now. He's less than a second behind, so he's going to be well within DRS. As we watch Stuart Little as he heads through Blanchimont, he's making a move on Toss the K-Bar. Oh, they touch! Oh, is Toss out? No, he doesn't. Oh, I thought Toss went flying then.
I did
but
too.
There was big contact there. So Toss has
and
been able to hold his
up
position.
the inside.
Holmes is up the inside now. Toss is able to hold that position. No, he can't. So Toss has dropped down into P4. I thought that was going to be a big accident then. Honesy has a look. He's telling Stuart Little, I'm right here. I'm right behind you. And I'm not even going to wait till the Camel Straight. I want to take you before Eau Rouge. But he can't quite do it. But I dare say that the Camel Straight is where he's going to make his move. He's absolutely flying at the moment, is Honesy. Dommy Lee gets a 3-second time penalty, rub a bit of insult into injury.
And 3 wide.
Honesy, they go 3 wide, so Toss the K-Bar comes through with Honesy as well. Can he put it up the inside? No, he can't. He settles for P3, but Honesy moves into P2. Toss the K-Bar gets his position back, and then that drops Stuart Little back down into P4. So some nice overtaking, some good driving there was had my heart in my mouth for a little bit there with Stuart Little and Toss the Caber coming through Blanchimont there, but all's well that ends
flag.
well. Sector 2, that looks like it might be...
Sam Spaniel.
Yep. I was going to say it's an AlphaTauri, but it wasn't Stein. So that looks like it's all cleared. All right, well, now the next one for Honesy is it's a 5.6 second gap. Sector 2, yellow flag again.
8.6 with his time penalty, though.
Well, Kachau's got time penalties too.
Kachau's got 3 seconds, Honesy's got 6 seconds.
Okay, yep. Yeah, so yeah, spot on, 8.6 seconds. Well, it's 5.6 at the moment, the gap on track. So we'll see how much progress he can make to get on the back of him. Just looking for close battles at the moment. It's Dace and Kelly Robb. Yeah, these two have been glued together all race so far. Kelly Robb without penalty, neither does Stein and Exotic. Both penalty free at the moment. Delta Lima is also penalty free. The wise head of the group down in P15 at the moment. 3 DNFs. We've got 4 laps to go, so we're lap 18 of 22 of round 10 of the Nemesis Racing League. Thanks for joining us, whether you're live, whether you're on replay. Glad to have you on board. Hope you're enjoying the action with myself and my man Van Rocco calling the action today. So where are we? So this is it's pretty well spread out. That is one of the drawbacks of this circuit, is it can sort of cause the racing to be spread out a little bit as Dace gets the DRS up the Kemmel straight. Stuart Little gets another 3 second time penalty as well, so he's pushing very hard at the moment.
Delta Lima is bored.
Delta is bored?
Yeah, just had a message from him.
How can he be messaging you during the race?
That's how bored he is.
Okay. Where is he? Let's jump on board with him. We'll see. Oh, he's all by himself. FedEx runner gets another 3 second time penalty.
Literally he's all by himself.
Yeah, this is just a test session for him at the moment. I can see why he has that sentiment. Would be very boring. I have to say I've been in this position before as well, and yeah, I completely understand where he's coming from.
Oh, Sam Spaniel's retired.
Yeah, he's left the session, so he's called it quits for the day.
So Delta Lima is currently singing to me.
Okay, let's go on board with Kachau. Let's do a lap with Kachau. Let's see how the lead is going as we get on board with him up through Radion. We'll let the driving do the talking for now. Alright, so there's a lap of the Spa circuit with our race leader Kachau. As you can see, gives a pretty good indication of why he's 4 seconds in the lead at the moment. It's 3.9 at the moment. Can Honesy see him? Yeah.
He can, just.
Just. So that might add a little bit more motivation to Honesy. 3.7 seconds. Alright, Kachau, is he a controller or a wheel guy, Van Rocco? Do you know?
Wheel.
wheel. Yeah, he looked like he had some pretty smooth in points. You can usually sort of tell by the sort of the twitchiness of the inputs on the wheel. But yeah, nice and smooth, Kachow. I think that's the second time I've been able to do that with him actually. So I usually try to like to get the race leader. We couldn't do that last week with Cornet F1 because there's so much action going on. But always good to sort of see the leader and how they're doing it and why they're out in front. So yeah, a lot of big gaps at the moment. So really the story of the race is, can we see Honesy catch Kachow on track, as we see Kelly Robb finally gets the penalty. So that then there were three, Exotic, Stein and Delta Lima, all have no penalties at the moment. We'll see if who will be the remaining one. But yeah, so it's going to be Honesy. We'll see if he can catch Kachow. Toss the Cabo, a good result for him. So he's P3 at the moment. So it'd be great to see him get a podium. I don't think Stuart Little will want to have his say about that though. Then it's Exotic, Stein, Tiny Dust Bike, Henry Rogers. So I think, is this the first race of Henry Rogers? I can't remember if he's been in previous races. Yeah, so he's a good position on debut, P8. And then we've also got Kelly Robb in P9 all the way from P20. And Dace TG runs out the top 10. Then it's FedEx runner Ted Wardo. So Ted Wardo's he's on schedule to finish usually finishes around P11. So he's P12 at the moment. Yurtis, Will Ans, Dommy Lee's had a shocker today. And then Lonely Delta Lima is P16 at the moment. So
do you know what Ted Wardo is going to get? P11.
There we go. I called it in the beginning.
FedEx runner he's got 15 seconds on FedEx runner.
There you go. So that's his natural finishing position for Ted Wardo is P11, and that's where he's looking like he's going to finish today. So just outside of the points, unfortunately. It would be good to get points. Well, we'll see what Dace has got as well in terms of penalties. We'll have to wait as they all come across the line. Will work itself out. But Honesy's just under 3 seconds now. We're lap 21 of 22. He's just a 3 second gap. I don't think he's going to have enough time to chase Kachow down. So we'll just have to wait and see. They're almost at the end of lap 21. And everywhere else, it's a pretty big, they're all pretty big gaps except Dace and Kelly Robb would be very familiar with each other after today. They've spent most of today's race with each other, so
both Americans as well.
Yeah, the two Americans, yes.
Probably sharing the same Wi-Fi.
Possibly.
Sharing the same spot on track, same Wi-Fi.
Yep. I don't know where they're from. Well, Kelly Robb, you'd have to assume he's from California. I don't know where Dace is from though. Oh, Dace. Does he? Who is it? Pump on Purpose is usually posting stuff on the Discord about the snow, so I'm not too sure. Oh, where was he? I think Virginia or something. He's not racing tonight, but yeah, cold nonetheless. Alright, so we're final lap. We're lap 22 at the moment, so we're seeing if, I don't think Honesy is going to be able to chase him down. This race is just going to peter out, unfortunately. We don't have any real close gaps. The closest we've got on track is 7/10, and that's between Kelly Robb and Dace TG, and that's for P9, P10, but everywhere else it's sort of 2 to 3 second gap minimum, unfortunately. So we'll have to just wait and see how this one finishes out, but I think it's just going to peter out. The action, I think, is probably going to happen after the race in terms of all the penalties, and the three that don't have the penalties, Exotic, Stein and Delta Lima, could benefit a lot from them.
Now, Exotic surprised me today, because just having a quick search of the Discord, he was really struggling doing a practice race earlier with penalties.
Okay.
So the fact that he's got none is amazing.
I'll cut you off there. So, yeah, sorry, Kachow. So, Kachow, congratulations to Kachow. Takes out the round 10 of the Nemesis Racing League. A great drive by him today. He finishes P1, Honesy's P2 for now. Toss the Cable with a great drive to finish P3. Looks like Stuart Little's going to take home P4. Exotic, who we're just talking about, he moves up into P4, so drops Stuart Little down to P5. Stein comes around, he drops Stuart Little down to P6 now. So Stein in P5, Tiny Darspike points again for the American in P7. Henry Rogers in his first drive in the Nemesis Racing League, he drops down to P9. P8 for Kelly Robb, and Dace TG looks like he's going to round out the top 10, so he gets points as well. FedEx runner in 11th, but Ted Wardo goes up to P11. All right, so Ted Wardo's finished where we thought he would finish. Dommy Lee, he's fighting it out with Will Ans on the last lap there, so he finishes P14 on the circuit. A little extracurricular activity afterwards. Will Ans, P15, and poor old Delta Lima, very lonely, still got...
That's right on board.
Yeah, all right. Let's
slow down, Delta, slow down, make everyone wait.
All right, he's got a minute and a half to get home, he's going to be all right, but he's slowing down. All right. So he's going to just cruise across the line.
Get a penalty, come on.
He's just going to, maybe he could do like, I was going to say he'll do a little donut or something at the end there as he comes across. All right, well that was, the qualifying was good. Qualifying was exciting. We see him hit the wall there, but quality was exciting. Race kind of petered out. There's some good overtakes though. It would have been nice to have battles until the end. He's going to run out of time here before he crosses the line. He's got less than a minute left.
Oh, for goodness sake.
We're all waiting. We're all waiting for Delta Lima to finish. It's either he finishes or the time runs out. I want to go get a coffee, Delta Lima. Hurry up. All right, he's done. Good. All right. So that was round 10, season 3, Nemesis Racing League, the Belgium Grand Prix. Callie Robb gets the Cody's driver of the day. We'll see how the vote pans out on the Discord this week. But congratulations to Kachow. He's been in some good form lately. He was P3 a few weeks ago, but he takes home the win. He won in Silverstone as well. Last week, where did he finish last week? P7. So he's been in some good form, and that'll help with the championship. So I dare say he will move up into P3. Yeah, he will. He'll move up into P3 in the championship. He'll go not far. Yeah, definitely outright P3 for Kachow. So he'll overtake Dommy Lee there. So congratulations to Kachow. Great drive. Let's have a quick look. So your prediction, you missed out on your prediction of Honesy. He finished P2, so good drive from the Dutchman. Great result for Tosta Cabo. Well-deserved podium for him with the new helmet. Exotic, Stein, Stuart Little, he'd be upset with his penalties. But other than that, good result for everyone else. So a few DNFs there. All right, well, who was your driver of the day, Van Rocco?
I've got to go. I don't know. I got told off by Kachow last week for not voting him high driver of the day. Oh no, giving him driver of the day and then not voting for him in the Discord. So I'll probably give it to him just for controlling that race. He controlled it pretty much. So I'll give it to.
He's been in. Yeah, Kachow. All right. Well, I'm going to give it to Tosta Cabo because he's finished P3. He's had after last week, where I would have not. I would have forgiven him for throwing the controller through the window after his adventures last week. So I'm going to give it to Tosta Cabo. I loved his new helmet as well, and great to see him get a good result for once as well. So congratulations to him. So that's pretty much it. Where are we racing next week, Van Rocco? I'm pulling up the schedule. I do this every week. I never know where we're going.
Singapore.
Singapore. All right. Well, you're doing Singapore tomorrow night, so you'll be nice and familiar with the circuit. If you can join me for commentary next week, that would be magnificent. You've got the open invitation. So,
sounds good.
All right. So wrapping up. Thank you for joining us. That was round 10 of the Nemesis Racing League. We're in Singapore next week. Thank you, Van Rocco, for jumping on board with the co-commentary. sterling job. If you haven't checked it out, go and see Van Rocco's notebook. It's well worth a watch. Delta